want to address something that we deal with on a day-to-day basis a lot of time, especially people that are in, court cases, dealing with legal processes or whatever. Something that's part of life, actually. And that's fear. Fear. Like, I know a lot of you guys, y'all studying this stuff and, you're kind of scared to try things and, don't know who to listen to, don't know where to start, don't know where to read. And then when the light bulb goes off and you actually find some credible information that you've actually read for yourself, and you still find yourself kind of reluctant to try some stuff. Kind of reluctant to apply what you've learned. And it's pretty much out of fear, like what if you got that energy, that question. It's like you second guessing. There's fear of what may happen if you try this and they ignore it, or they come after you, as people like to throw out on the internet all the time. They're gonna come after you. People going to jail, and which only kind of that erroneous bullshit is like, that's what keeps a lot of people like in fear. It keeps you in fear. When I was first starting off on my journey, there was a fear that was, I can't say it was consuming me because I kept going. But there wasn't a day in the beginning that I didn't go through fear. I was walking it out. Scared every damn time I opened my mailbox. Didn't know what, my son's mom's attorney done sent me. He was sending me stuff often. Like we were pen pals or some shit. And it had me stressed all the time because it was my first rodeo show. I didn't know what to do. Didn't know how to really defend myself. Didn't know, I just knew I wasn't the all caps name. I knew I wasn't a straw man. And I knew by that time, that's my first rodeo show, but I knew enough about this straw man that I knew I had to respond to it in writing. That's all I knew. Okay? But I didn't know how to respond. I didn't know how to properly respond. So I just wrote up what I thought I could write. It was probably, if I go back and pull that damn court case and read some of the stuff that I filed in there, I'd probably laugh at my shit. But I'd probably laugh at what was written, but at the end of the day, I still beat the case. It took me months to win, but I won. But I was scared. I was scared. It's a form of fear when you don't know what's going to happen next. When you file something in a court case, and then, I hope this is a way I can go through here. When you file something in a court case, and then you don't know how they're going to respond, and then suddenly you go into your mailbox and you got a notice of a hearing. You already don't know what to type. Now you got to go before a so-called judge and articulate your defense. And you don't know what to say either, really. That's even more terrifying when you don't know. You don't know what to say. You don't really know how to articulate yourself. But you just know what's being done to you, some bullshit, and it's not fair at all. That you do know. But you have a choice to make when you're in those situations. It's like, are you going to fight? Are you going to speak up? Or are you just going to bend over and take it? Just talking about it kind of got me going there. I guess I need to go there so I can really articulate what I went through. So y'all guys who actually have walked through this shit, damn, I'll probably make a good actor because I just went there. The shit that I've gone through when I was just fighting that case, man. Keep in mind a week. The case began a week before my son was taken. And then I received, and I knew I had to go to court. September 13th, 2016. And it was just really, I didn't know what to do. I was reaching out, going to the internet, studying. I was already, studying stuff, but I wasn't seasoned at all. I was an amateur. I'd only been in it maybe 2 years before, maybe about a year or two before I finally got the child support case. But I did not know how to really articulate my defense. I just didn't. Not properly. I didn't know. And it was kind of scary when you get before the judge. I remember the very first hearing when I played that video, that audio that I played to y'all in the last video that I posted. I think I posted that video about my experience, my journey. When that lady judge, when I got done playing that audio and she was like, when I got that response after playing that audio, just knowing that I was going to show her exactly what type of energy she was, my son's mom was walking in, trying to, just to even ask the court for some shit like that. Sole legal, sole physical custody, child support, and change my son's last name to her last name. Like, you wanted to take my son completely out of my life. Me knowing after I got that response from that lady judge, I knew right then I was going to go through some hell. And I objected, of course, verbally. But then she was like, on what grounds? And I was like, I'm a private person. I said it. I could laugh now because I wouldn't say that shit now. But that's what I said. I was an amateur. Didn't know what the fuck to say, really. I didn't know how to articulate it. But that's what I say. I say private person. And I didn't even say it with confidence. I said it like I was kind of timid. I was very timid when I said it. So I was really just scared. I was not kind of scared to really speak up. So all I could do was just kind of, she just kind of shook her head and just kind of like, oh hell. Like, she basically just kind of, she looked at, the way she spoke and talked to me was like such disrespect. It was like such disregard for how I felt about anything. She didn't give a fuck about nothing I had to say. Didn't know process, didn't know procedure. I did file an answer in the court case. I did do that, but what I filed, I don't know what I said. All I know is I did object. I did file something in the court case. So they couldn't move forward. Me not knowing how effective that was, I still was fearful. It had me walking in fear. I was scared. I did not know what to do, what they were going to do after that. So all I could do was just kind of continue on, just like hoping, because at that point they were trying to order me to submit my financials into the court case, because attached to the petition I got served, she had her financials already on there, already attached to the petition, summons, whatever, complaint, whatever. She had it all attached, and they were wanting me to submit mine, and I responded to that. Me knowing, back to the fear. I'm talking about this because I'm kind of help y'all understand, kind of picture what I was going through when I was dealing with fear. I was scared the whole damn time. But I knew in my heart that what was going on was not fucking right. I was not going to stand up. I was not going to just allow anybody to bully me on as to how to raise my son. Especially not somebody pretending to be a fucking judge. I don't give a fuck who it is. They ain't built nobody that can tell me how to raise my child, my baby, my offspring. I'm just not built like that. And to each his own. Some people are built differently. I just can't do it. And I refuse to. So I responded in writing. Everything that they sent to me, I always responded. And most of my paperwork was very emotional. It was emotional paperwork. Long pages. Sometimes 5 pages long, 6 pages long. Because I got all this extra in there. Explaining stuff to them. Putting codes in there, federal codes, Constitution, quoting the Constitution. I even drove to, I was just trying everything. It was out of desperation, but I was walking in fear at the same time. But I was desperate to get remedy. So I didn't stop. I couldn't sleep. Could not sleep. Though I laid down to get sleep, my mind was going a mile a minute. I could not get no sleep. My mind would not rest. Right when I think I nodded off, I wake up with an idea. I'm up again, typing. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Sometime I didn't go to sleep at all. Keep in mind, I was working at night doing commercial cleaning. So even after doing that, I was typing stuff. I was typing stuff while I was cleaning. I would sit down, be in the bank. One of my accounts was a bank. I would sit down, and when I thought I found something else, type that up. We're using my cell phone, typing stuff up. Sit down in one of them offices, the branch manager's office. I sit down in his little chair and I use my phone to type up something. Mind constantly going, though I was still scared. I didn't know what to do, but I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't stop. It's like that little boy. I don't know if y'all ever saw it. I probably dated myself by bringing this movie up. This movie called Lucas. You might want to look at that movie. It's a little nerd looking boy. He was courageous as hell, though. He wasn't built he wasn't built like an athlete, but he joined the football team. He wanted to be a part of the football team, and he tried, and he joined. He wasn't built that way at all, but he was trying his best to be a part of it, and they were tearing his ass up on that field. But at the end, he got the respect. He got the respect that he earned, because he never quit, regardless of how fearful people thought he should have been. Even when he was fearful, he still kept playing. He kept trying. He kept trying. I don't care how fearful how much fear you may face. You need to look that shit in the face. You need to look fear in the eyes and continue fighting. Don't stop. Because I guarantee you, continue to fight. First off, let me back up. While you're dealing with fear, this is I gotta explain this too, because this kind of keep you from going through so many health issues, because I've been doing a lot of them. You have to gain control of your emotions. You have to gain control of your emotions. If you don't, it will consume you. That's with everything in life. So you can't walk around emotional about the whole thing and stay like that. You can't. Find it, because things are the way they are. It is what it is. But it's your job to change it. But you have to be mentally sound, emotionally grounded in order to be able to focus properly. If you can't focus properly, you ain't going to get nothing under control. You have to gain control of yourself. That's what you call mastering yourself. You got to utilize fear to get what you need in life. Fear is a good thing when you know how to use it. Now, I had to learn how to use it. It's kind of hard to explain with words, but I was able to face it. You can't be scared of something that's not there. A lot of times we're scared of things that we're scared of the possibility of something happening. And the thing is, like, if they lock me up for me filing this objection and standing on an objection for everything, if they lock me up, can I get out? Yeah, they can't keep me now. And I think the thing is, once you learn, I guess I'm kind of everywhere right about now. right now at this moment, I'm kind of ranting really. But the thing is, what I learned also is that the more you learn, the less fear you have. As you continue to study and you continue to walk out your different episodes, different events that take place with your paperwork, your hearings, the more you go in there, the more you learn to articulate, the more you study, the more you empower yourself with the knowledge on how to fight properly, the more comfortable you become during the storm. And the easier it becomes to fight your opponents, to deal with fear. Fear only comes from the unknown. It comes from the unknown. You don't know what to do, so you're scared. People talking about, COVID. You're scared. Just the thought of what if this sickness is just in the air wherever you come out of the house and you catch it and you can just die. That type of fear. Oh, hurry up. Shoot me up. Just different things. It don't matter what it is. Fear just causes people to be scared. That's how the world is controlled, is through fear. Fear and ignorance. For you Bible thumpers, there's a scripture that says, people are controlled from the lack of knowledge. In the Bible, I forgot how many times it says not to fear. You're not supposed to be walking in fear. You walk in fear, you'll always be defeated. You're supposed to utilize those different energies to get what you want out of life. Something I had to learn. And eventually I beat the case. But now I'm not scared of a child support case at all now. Not at all. I shut it down at the door. But it's only because of what I know now. And I've already walked through it. And I understand. Once you walk it out, you know how to beat it. Once you beat somebody's ass who's been bullying you coming from school, once you whoop his ass, you ain't scared of him no more. Because you done whooped his ass. So, that's the same thing with anything you conquer that you were scared of. It was another thing. I had a student loan on my damn credit at one time. That shit used to have me scared too. Every time I got a damn job, before you know it, my damn wages were getting garnished. 15%. 15 or 20. Taking my shit. It's taking my money. I'm like, God damn. 15, I think it was 15%. It was taking a chunk of my damn money. Just haunting me. It wasn't, this shit was from way back in 2007. And I get a job in, what was it? 2011? 12? Something like that. They sent me a notice. They ready to start garnishing that too. I'm like, I had to learn how to get rid of that shit. Got rid of it. The more you empower yourself with knowledge, the less you'll be scared. Life becomes a lot easier when you take time to study and read, understand. And all that get understanding. You got to get that. Understand what to do, how to do these things. Be fearless when it comes to studying. You can actually face fear. You can actually overcome fear when you empower yourself with the knowledge on how to beat whatever it is that has you scared. I think that's pretty much the key to what I'm trying to say. I guess that's it. Emerald signing out.